Hey guys, welcome back to Analog Horror Series. We're focusing on I'm a dazzling Kate. I dabble in all things webtoon, comics, pop culture, and log horror. So let's begin. Grab your drinks and your snacks. This might be a long one. And if I sound sick, I'm sorry about that. It's just the weather's been getting me down and anyways, let's get to it. Found something. My childhood memories are spotty yet wait. It spotty and few. But yeah. Okay, I found some. I saw this tape in a thrift store. It overwhelmed me with feelings of this show was my comfort, my escape. But when I put in the tape, it wasn't the same. The last night I dug up our recorded copies so I can show you.
Angel Gabby.
Okay, so this is the VHS copy, so not the one that's recorded.
Oh, Angel Gabby.
Oh boy.
Good morning, Francis. I love to hear you call. Oh, have you brought a new friend with you?
Yes, but I'm fearful, Angel Gabby. I never know what to say.
That's okay, Francis. Meeting new people doesn't have to be scary. Just introduce yourself and ask them to do the same. Hello there. My name is Angel Gabby. What's yours? That's a beautiful name.
Oh wait, I didn't get a chance to introduce. Call me Kate. Dazzling. Call me Kate.
It's wonderful to meet you, and I hope we can be friends. Fear should never control you, Francis.
VCR
I'll
recording.
show you how to meet someone new. First, you introduce yourself and ask them to do the same. Hello there. My name is Angel Gabriel. What's yours? It's wonderful to meet you, Jonah. I hope I can be a good friend to you.
I thought I remembered the show having a main character name. It was special because my name is Jonah too.
Another way to make friends is to share things you like. Can you think of a toy or storybook that's special to you? That's great. Sharing something important lets others learn about what makes you special. Another way to make friends.
But if I didn't have these recordings,
Another way to make friends is to share things you like. Can you think of a toy or storybook that's special to you? That's a great book. Just like Babe, you can grow up to do whatever you want, Jonah. That's what makes you special.
I would think I was going crazy. The series had 6 episodes. I have to check them all. I have to remember everything. Okay, so we're introduced to our main character, Jonah, who is now talking about his childhood past. There's one tale that finds all 6 of the show called Angel Hare, which stars Gabby Rabbit Hare and this other character called Francis. So, okay, I'm digging it so far. Now we're on to the second tape, which will definitely be interesting. Okay, so I tried to find any information I could about the show. Other versions, regions, releases. The Desperation Company repackaged old kids shows but went bankrupt in the late 90s. The original publisher, though, Wreath of Life, it doesn't show up anywhere. Not online, not in business records. Episode 2 differences. No longer subtle.
It's a beautiful day, Francis. We shouldn't take it for granted.
Oh, but Gabby, how can I have the strength to face the day? All the rain has got me shivery and sad.
Oh, Francis, it's simple. Faith and hope give us the strength to face every challenge. It may not make us physically strong, but it can give us resolve and fortitude when we need it.
I could certainly use some fortitude.
I don't understand why it would be different for me.
The sun is warm sometimes, Jonah, but you shouldn't forget the moments when it burns you.
Oh, but Gabby, how can I have the strength to face the day? All the rain has got me shivery and sad.
You will need strength to be resilient during times of comfort, and fortitude to be brave during times of heat. I can show you how to be stronger,
use some fortitude.
even though you're so small.
I don't know why I was told these things.
The rain has flooded the path back to my home. How will I ever cross? Oh, despair.
You'll never cross if you give in to despair, friend Francis. Let's follow the stream and look for a narrow crossing. This will do us a lot more good than surrendering to despair.
I see, Gabby. This hope is giving me a lot of strength.
I thought it was a game.
Rain has flooded the path back to my home. How will I ever cross? Oh, despair.
In the darkest times, you must never despair, Jonah. It is our greatest enemy. Strength will be your ally, and I will show you how to be strong.
I see, Gabby. This hope is giving me a lot of strength.
We feel safest where we go to sleep. Do you want your room to feel safe?
I thought it was luck that she always knew what I needed.
First, let me show you how you can be stronger than your enemy. Like David's little pebble against Goliath, this little chair is going to be stronger than anyone who comes to your door. If we put it backwards like this, it will be like your own lock and key. Look at that! It's so strong. Now let's get in the closet. The dark can be scary, but it can also be peaceful. Instead of letting the sounds and darkness make you fearful, look at God's blessings and concentrate hard on something you're thankful for. This is how your mind can be strong too. I like to take a big, slow breath to keep me calm.
Oh boy.
Would you like to try?
I just did.
Very good, Jonah. Now you don't have to be scared, even if
What?
it finds you.
He. My mom and I'd forgotten. We weren't always alone. Okay, so the second episode gives us a bit more of a glimpse into Jonah's story, background, I should say, of not living alone with just his mom, and I'm assuming it also involved his father into the situation and who he's trying to hide from. As in a lot of ways, what Angel Gabby just did was like show Jonah a way to keep his room locked without having an actual lock by using a chair to it up and then hiding in the closet in the dark and just trying to remain calm. Very interesting. So, recorded version and the original VHS version, which the VHS version basically tells us the story. It goes straight to the point. It gets the other element that it was meant to be, child show. But then our recording, it just basically actually responds to in that point in time of when he was a kid when it was recorded. So that is let's move on to the next video. Okay, this is actually one like a bonus tape, which it features the. So let's see what is this about.
Hello there. No, I'm not Angel Gabby. She's busy today, so I have the privilege of answering your questions on her behalf. I sure hope I can do a good job for y'all. All right. Our first letter is from Bleeding Heart Doves. She asks if there are any other angel hares. What a lovely question. Thank you, Bleeding Heart Doves. Personally, I haven't met any angels other than Gabby. She's my dearest friend. My only friend, really. Anyway, there's certainly more angel hares out there, but they have a lot of responsibilities that keep them very busy. Here's some art I've collected over time of some of Gabby's angel friends. Aren't they lovely? Our next question is from Stephanie. Thanks for writing, Steph. Oh my. She writes, are there any demon hares? As a matter of fact, there's quite a diverse lexicon of, she doesn't like me talking about all that. But sometimes, when Gabby and I get a little giddy together, she'll tell some stories. I sure wish I could share more. But just know that demon hares don't always appear as plainly as a rabbit with horns. Sometimes they look like an opportunity or a feeling. Well, I'm sure glad you wrote to us, Steph, and Gabby sends her love. Keep writing in, friends. Gabby loves to hear you call. Goodbye.
Okay, so we're given more information that there are more angel hares or Steve. And it looks like Francis was ready to show us something, but I guess backed off immediately as it probably seemed like someone else was watching. So that's just what it looks like to me. I'm not sure what anyone else probably saw, but to me it looked like he was ready to like show anything. Like another drawing, but probably backed away because maybe it just wasn't appropriate at the time. But who knows? Let's continue though. Alright, so we're on to tape 3. That isn't the bonus tape. This is the next episode that was supposed to come after the second one. So yeah, let's read. Everyone has scars. That's what I was told. My mom said mine eh, mine were from horseplay as a child. I don't know what to believe it anymore. But I know I won't stop digging. Episode 3, she broke character mid-show.
I'll feel safer with this, the way you wield that sword.
These are nice props to demonstrate God's armor. But remember, Francis, the real sword of the Spirit isn't a weapon. Ephesians says it's the sharp wit and powerful depth of his word.
Oh, good. I'm no good at fighting actual battles.
Not
with
once
these
if he's
little
not
arms.
coming back for a while.
Was she watching me?
Jonah, you're a very brave and very special one of God's children. No, it's all right if you weren't listening. Do you remember what we decided to do if you're ever afraid?
Is that even possible?
I want you to take that off the table very carefully, only holding the handle. It might be heavy. Use both hands. Can you hold it up so I can see what kind it is?
I must have talked to her for hours. How do I not remember?
Now that we've got the pieces apart, let's think of somewhere to hide them where nobody can use them for harm. No, Jonah, not the kitchen. A lot of people hide things in the kitchen, and there's too much traffic for it to be safe. No, not the toy chest in your room. It would be very incriminating. We can learn that word later, but it could get you into trouble.
Was nobody else around for all that time?
Good, good. Now, see if you can put the book back in front of it. Wonderful job. Be slow and steady as you climb back down.
Was I left completely alone at such a young age?
I think the belt of truth doesn't quite fit around me. Does that mean I'm extra honest, or?
I'll always be
Well,
your
in any
warrior,
case,
Jonah.
Now
Where did she go?
even
I
a
hope
little
we'll
fellow
never
like
have
me
to
can
draw
feel
a
well
weapon.
prepared as a warrior
But
of
as
the
your
Lord.
guardian angel,
Thank you.
What happened to my angel?
I'll always be ready.
Okay, so now we're given more information. It looked like they were preparing disassemble something, which there's only a few things I can think of that need disassembling. But it looked like they disassembled something, put it away somewhere high, and now it's just kind of like left to Gabby at the end of the day. So, of course, my first thing when I first watched this is that the thing that they disassembled was a gun. Now, though yeah, guns can be disassembled, they can take out some come off completely apart, but it's just like depends on a lot of factors. Considering Gabby did say just like hide the pieces, yeah, I'm assuming it's probably high up where. Considering this was probably either in the living room or in Jonah's room specifically. There's only so many different places I can really think where you're like, okay, let's put it there. So the first guess is probably like a big closet. Like there's so many shelves, nobody's gonna a specific shelf. Like let me be real. I'm not gonna go look into a shelf because of multiple reasons. So many things in the closet and I probably get why I'm even there. Second cabinet, like which is basically a pop out and it has shelves, putting it away in a corner of one of the shelves would probably hide it. So, yeah. Or in like an air vent. Those are the only many guesses I really have. Continue to the next video. Should be frightened. I should be confused. But there is only calm. A sense of dread that something happened, that something tore us apart. I
I'm sorry, Gabby. I was scared you'd be mad at me, but I shouldn't have lied.
No, you shouldn't have. It hurt my feelings that you would take one of my angel feathers. But it hurt me so much more that you would lie about it, Francis.
Will you ever forgive me?
The Bible tells us to forgive, but Proverbs 19 also warns us about the consequences of lying. Do you think we should forgive Francis now that he's apologized? We should? That's very nice of you. It shows a lot of courage to be merciful toward others. Francis, I forgive you.
That's so kind of you, Gabby.
He's like a completely different person.
I'm sorry, Gabby. I was scared you'd be mad at me, but I shouldn't have lied.
Honesty is important, Jonah. You should always tell the truth. If you know you're going to be in trouble, you should create a truth for later.
Will you ever forgive me?
Go to a friend's house when something bad happens, and you won't have to lie about it when they ask you later. They are going to ask you what happened, Jonah, so you have to make sure you're gone when the time comes. We have to make sure you only have truth to tell.
Okay. He's planning my alibi. Alibi for what, though?
You can forgive Francis if you want, but it will be difficult to ever trust him again. Revelations warns us of the place prepared for liars. It's up to you, Jonah. What would you like me to do?
I looked for. There was a flood at the medical building.
It's all right. Take your time and think about it. It's not an easy decision.
Water crews arrived and were able to essentially close the floodgates, but not before the damage was done.
Oh, wow. Records have been...
I was thinking the same thing. I'll help you however I can.
So, she's building an alibi, and young Jonah is just going along. Like, doing what Gabby says. Like, absorbing everything. We'll proceed on to... Alright, we're on tape 5. So let's continue. I took a trip back home. Where we first met. I don't want to scare my mom. So I haven't told her why I'm here. Search for anything from my childhood. I didn't expect to find. So much.
Some children may break many balloons, and the experimenter may try to find out whether he feels any guilt about the destruction.
When the wind blows, the cradle rocks, the bow breaks, and down come our babies, cradles and all.
Children witnessing violent events on television.
I had no idea she went down the same time.
Beginning at 1 year of age, the child is trying to interpret what he sees.
And he feels danger. Get back to your home.
That are a little different.
I've only scratched the surface compared to her.
Whether it's exposure to the television programming itself or the family and social conditions that lead to children spending a lot of time watching it.
Unfortunately, if the child does not smile, we cannot infer that he is not comprehending the event.
I can't make her
Given the programming
revisit
itself,
this.
the burden appears to fall on the film industry.
Whatever the combination is, it seems to be a fairly lethal combination. Whatever
burden appears to film industry.
Okay.
Whatever the combination is, it seems.
We did.
Placed in a dark room, he would probably open his eyes while searching.
There are not enough pieces. Oh, frick. Things going fast. There aren't enough pieces. Figure out the past. I have to take this in my own hand. Here we are. I mean, here now. I have to bring her back.
Meanwhile, as an old friend used to say, good night and good luck.
Okay. On to the next tape. Alright, another letters with Gabby.
Hello there. I'm afraid Angel Gabby couldn't be here today, but she's so thrilled with all the mail that's come in. Y'all are really writing a lot. There's so much of it. I'll do my best to get through as much as I can. Let's see. Here's a couple. Honey Bunny asks if there are other types of angel animals, and Tin Moose wants to know if there are other magical creatures. What fascinating questions. Thanks for being so curious, you two. Of course there aren't other magical creatures. Gabby isn't magical after all. If you see a magical creature, it's probably an unholy apparition trying to lure you into trouble. Trust me, even the friendly ones can be a wolf in sheep's clothing. As for other angel animals, let's see, what do we have next? Coy asks if there is anyone in the woods besides the angel and the badger. My name is Francis. And Natalia asks if there will be more friends showing up. Well, don't worry, Natalia and Coy. The forest is always buzzing with life. Today's just a little quiet. Okay, next we have a couple letters from Mary Stone and Doom Gamer 3000. What lovely names. Thanks for writing, friends. They ask what Gabby's duties are and if other angels like to come down and help. I think you'll be interested to know that Gabby has a lot of very busy angel friends. They have a lot of work to do all over the world, and their duty is to help those in need. If you keep an eye out, maybe you'll spot your local Angel Hare hopping around and helping people. Alrighty, next is a letter from Frog. Frog asks how we get these letters and if we know where they're coming from. What a funny question. We get our letters through the mail like everyone else, Frog. And they come from curious little writers just like you tuning in to watch your friends. Speaking of friends, our next letter is from R. Pakula. They write, do you know how you became Jonah's guardian angel? Do you remember anything about Jonah? Inky Lemon asks, how high can Gabby fly? What a funny question. Thanks for writing, Inky Lemon. I've seen Gabby fly so high,
Oh
she
my
disappears right into the
gosh.
sun. I don't know how to measure it in units of science, but she certainly is a good flyer. That's all the time we have for today, friends. I appreciate your patience, and I hope you'll stay in touch. It's very comforting to know so many of you want to learn more about Gabby. She loves to hear you call. Goodbye.
Okay, let's talk about Doc. Obviously, we're seeing something glitch. After getting the letter about Jonah, how did Gabby be sorry? It's just like, okay, something must have activated within that. And who sent them?
How we get these letters and if we know where they're coming from. What a funny question. We get our letters through the mail like everyone else, Frog. And they come from curious little writers just like you tuning in to watch your friends. Speaking of friends, our next letter is from R. Pakula. They write, do you know how you became Jonah's guardian angel?
Remember Jonah's real life. It's just, I'm curious.
Do you remember anything about Jonah?
Uh, that's concerning though. Legit does all this stuff. Let us continue. Alright, now as we get into the next episode, which is the final call, let's watch. My recordings of her are set in stone.
That's a lovely drawing, Jonah.
The live broadcast was how she spoke.
That's silly, Jonah. People can't fly.
Was where she
Don't
lived.
worry. We can stay here as long as you need me to.
I had to get her live again. I feel insane, but I'm going to live stream an episode.
I hope you're having as much fun as I am.
I'm letting her out.
The colors show other animals that they're dangerous.
Part of me is desperate for this to not work.
We can be dangerous too, Jonah.
Or this to all be a strange dream.
We can keep them away with just our banner.
But I have to know for sure.
Angel Gabby. Oh, Angel Gabby.
Hello?
Actually, a live stream that they did. I think. Not too sure. Okay, let's continue.
Gabriel? Angel Gabby?
Good morning, Francis. I love to hear you call.
Did you notice that, guys? You notice that? Like, oh my gosh. Like, look at her confusion. Just look at it.
Have you brought a new friend with you?
Yes, but I'm fearful, Angel Gabby. I never know what to say.
It's like she's sort of like absorbing this, like grown ass man watching me. Like, what the hell's going on? Like, I haven't been played for years. Like, what? What's going on?
Oh my god. What? It's me. Jonah, I'm here.
Oh my god. Look at that.
Do you remember me?
I'm so happy to see you, Jonah. Just look how well you've grown.
Oh my gosh. I was tearing up a little bit. Ooh, sorry about that, guys. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. I'm like the whole scenario. But like this episode. Character actually respond to you and just be like, wow, look how big you've grown up. Like, this was giving me like, you guys remember that? Gosh, it's gotten my goodness graciousness. Like, oh my god. That's what it was giving me. Like, but like, oh my goodness. Oh, oh my gosh. Now I will end this part here because there's so much more. So much more we have going on here. So, yeah. It's like it's a very satisfying ending for this chapter, and honestly, it's just amazing how many episodes and like, how attached everyone got. Like everyone loved this. Comments probably tell you that part. It's like people. I really love when Gabby recognized Jonah. But the line in particular, look at how well you've grown is particularly. I mean, she's happy that Jonah turned out all right, despite everything he's been through. And like, I like how Gabby went on to depression. What the heck is this guy? Just being so happy to see. It's just like you see how many people heartwarming, like a horror analog analog horror. It's just like wow. Just this was definitely something I've learned in stories in general. I tend to keep as an like this ending is it would have just ended here, but there is more, which I will get on to the next episode because there is so much more that happened in this analog horror series. And oh my gosh, it's just like there's so talk about with development and how much effort the Morgan system and Morgan system is. So yeah. So yeah, created by the Mankins. I will post this down below. You guys can go check that out. And oh, but this is probably one of my favorite analog horror due to the effort put into it, the story, characters, and the heartwarmingness of Tape 6, which is Final Call, or A Final Call. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. Stay safe, stay cool, and most importantly, guys, stay hydrated. The dazzling Kate, signing the hell out of here.